Good morning, everyone. Dear students, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your holidays. Today, dear students, we are going to read a poem, Malu, Bhalu, written by Kamla Bhasin. The poem that we are going to read today is a story about Malu, an adorable young polar bear growing up in the North Pole. But before we start, let's meet the author. Kamla Bhasin is born in 1946 and grew up in Rajasthan, in India. She is an Indian developmental feminist activist, poet, author, and social scientist. Her work focuses on gender, education, human development, and the media. She also writes about politics, peace, militarization, human rights, and democracy. Our today's poem, Malu Bhalu. High up in an icy lair lived a little polar bear. Snow white, snow bright was her mane. Malu Bhalu was her name. Very soon our Malu Bhalu learned the things her parents knew. Fish to catch, big and small. Malu was a clever girl. Malu said to her mother one day, "Ma, I'm going far out to play. I want to see the things that lie there beyond the big blue sky." "A little patience, child," said Mom. "In the summer, when next it comes." Summer? Patience? What a test! Malu simply could not rest. First things first. Malu's mom clasped Malu tight within her arms. Then she said, her voice was firm, "Now, my dear, you'll have to swim." "But Ma," said Malu, "what do I know? How will I? I've never swum before." "Don't worry, dear," said Malu's mother. "Do as I do, that's all," she advised her. She had no choice, no other way. Malu had to swim that day. Tight she gripped her mother's hand. Into the water, splash, to land. Brave mother's brave young daughter. Doubt and fear she left behind her. Malu swam with all her might. It didn't matter wrong or right. But swimming came so naturally. Her mother knew this, and all could see. Fearless was Malu, this she knew. Not just brave, but special too. The poem is written by Kamla Bhasin, and it is translated by Sandhya Rao from Hindi. Kamla Bhasin is the author. She wrote the poem in Hindi, and Sandhya Rao translated the poem from Hindi to English. Malu Bhalu was a bear. The poem starts with high up in an icy lair. Icy means cold, and lair is a place, a resting place for wild animals. Wild animals rest or live in a lair. There was one icy lair, and who lived there? Malu Bhalu lived in an icy lair. She was a little polar bear. Snow white, snow bright was her mane. Mane is a long hair on the neck of some animals. The hair which is around the neck. For example, lions have mane. It means a thick hair around the neck. This was our Malu Bhalu. Malu Bhalu lived high up in an icy lair, and her mane was snow white. It was as white as snow. So very soon our little polar bear learned the things her parents knew, just like we do. Malu Balu also learned the things from her parents. She learned how to catch a fish. She was a clever girl. So one day, being a clever, smart girl, Malu said to her mother, "Ma, I'm going far out to play." Far out means far away. She said, "I want to see the things that lie there beyond the big blue sky." She said, "I want to see the things that are behind the big blue sky." "A little patience," her mother said. Patience means the quality of being patient. Sometimes we must be patient as well. Patient means persistent. So her mother said, "A little patience, child." She said, "You have to wait, Malu Balu. You are still very small." And she said, "In the summer, when next it comes, next summer you can do it. You will be much bigger." Summer, patience, what a test. It is so difficult to be patient, to wait for the next summer. So Malu simply could not rest. She could not rest. She was very playful. First things first means something has to come first. First, Malu has to grow up a little bit. So Malu's mom clasped Malu tight within her arms. To clasp means to grip, to grasp something tightly with a hand, just like Malu's mother is doing. So Malu's mother clasped her tight within her arms. Tight means very closely. Then she said, "Now, my dear, you'll have to swim. It is time for you to learn how to swim." "But Ma," said Malu, "what do I know?" She says, "What do I know how to swim? How will I learn? I've never done it before. I've never swum before." Her mother told her, "Don't worry, dear. Do as I do. Just see what I'm doing and you do that as well. That's all," she advised her. To advise means to suggest, to give an advice, to recommend. Malu had no choice. She had to do it. She had to swim that day. She gripped her mother's hand tight. To grip means to clutch, to grasp. And then she went splash into the water. Brave mothers, brave young daughter. The mother is brave and her little daughter is brave as well. Doubt and fear she left behind her. What did Malu leave behind? Doubt. Doubt means some fear or uncertainty. Because Malu was saying, how will I? What do I know? This means doubt. She was not sure, can she do it? Doubt and fear she left behind her and she jumped into the water. Malu swam with all her might. Might means great strength, power, or energy. This is how Malu swam. It didn't matter was it doing it wrong or right. However, swimming came so naturally. It was very easy. Her mother knew this. Malu was so fearless. She was very brave. And not just brave, she was very special too. Dear students, this was our poem about Malu Bhalu. We can see the poem has some rhyming pairs at the end of the verse, at the end of the line in each verse, such as lair, bear. This is how you will remember the pronunciation. Lair, bear. Main, name. There are some more rhyming words. And this will be your assignment. You will find the rhyming pairs and you will underline them. Lair, bear. This is an example. Dear students, I hope you enjoyed the poem. Have a good day and see you soon.